Before starting any project, you do research, right? So as a new YouTube creator, the best place to research YouTube would be YouTube itself. Or at least that's what you'd think. So you start watching videos, hours and hours of videos. They all offer tips. Some are good, some are bad, and some make completely outrageous claims. There's usually a lot of talking, but maybe only one or two sentences about the actual tip. In other words, a complete waste of your time. But those outrageous claims are what we want to talk about. So let's get back to them. The "I got monetized in 7 days" claims. The "how to trick YouTube's algorithm into showing your videos to literally everyone" claims. Some of them get extremely specific. One of the big trends right now is videos explaining how to use Claude and Higgsfield to create a video in 20 minutes and get millions of views. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Those "how I got a million views in 7 days" videos. Well, not exactly the videos themselves, but how they supposedly got all those views. Because I don't think it happened the way you've been led to believe. It wasn't necessarily the creator funneling traffic from another channel. It wasn't necessarily because they bought advertising using the budget from their much larger, sometimes enormous, main channel. And it probably wasn't because the video simply went viral on its own. Videos don't usually just go viral out of nowhere. Some do, of course, but they're the exception. And it definitely wasn't because every one of those videos was simply that good. Believe me, they weren't. Did some creators use paid advertising? Probably. Did some quietly funnel traffic from their other channels? I'm sure they did. But I'm also fairly certain that wasn't the explanation for every video. You've heard other creators talk about YouTube's algorithm and trust, right? And if you've been trying to grow as a new creator, you've probably experienced the problem firsthand. You have a brand new channel with no subscribers, and you're struggling to get that very first one. Or maybe you have 10 subscribers, maybe 100, maybe even 500, but you still can't get your videos to gain any traction. People often call that the YouTube algorithm's trust score. Is it actually a score? Who knows? It could be, or it could simply be that the algorithm doesn't like you. Don't worry, we like you. Who cares what the algorithm thinks? Actually, I know you care what it thinks, or you wouldn't be here. Anyway, the trust score. If you ask the YouTube AI inside YouTube Studio, what is the YouTube algorithm trust score, you'll get a long, drawn-out answer similar to this. There is no official metric or public data point called a trust score for a channel. Audience-facing systems focus on finding videos for viewers based on their individual interests and how they interact with content. Instead of a single score, the way videos are surfaced is based on a variety of signals. Those signals include performance and satisfaction, relevance, content eligibility, and channel-level impact. In other words, how viewers respond to the video, how well it matches their interests and home feed, whether the content follows YouTube's rules, and how the channel and its previous videos have performed. But did you notice what's missing? There's nothing about a brand new channel. Nothing about the creator who is just trying to get started. And that's where creator bias may come into play. We'll get back to that. First, we need to know how YouTube's AI answers the same question when it specifically involves a brand new channel. Because the answer can't be exactly the same. The algorithm doesn't have any meaningful viewer history for that channel yet. Following YouTube AI's logic, it almost sounds as though a new channel has little chance of gaining traction. So I asked a more specific question. What is the YouTube algorithm trust score as it pertains to a brand new channel with no subscribers, or very few subscribers, that is just starting out? The answer I received contained so much white smoke that it was almost impressive. For a new channel, the focus isn't on a hidden score, but on providing the system with enough signals to understand who your audience is. Hold on. We all know how this often plays out. We've seen it, or you probably wouldn't be watching this video. YouTube shows your video to 65 people. Maybe 1 or 2 click. Then, poof, the impressions stop, and it feels as though the algorithm has decided the video is garbage. You've just spent an entire week creating something that barely received a test. Then it happens again, and again, and again. Think about that for a second. YouTube receives billions of hours of watch time every day, yet it may show your thumbnail to only a tiny handful of people before the video disappears. That's it. And people wonder why so many creators don't make it past their 3rd upload. You spent days working on that video. The title rocks. The thumbnail is a thing of beauty. The subject has proven demand. And then almost nobody sees it because the YouTube algorithm has a hair across its... Well, never mind about that. You're crushed. And rightfully so. Let's dig into what YouTube's AI says after we move beyond the white smoke beyond the white smoke. A new channel establishes itself by being consistent. If a channel uploads 10 videos about cooking, the system gets 10 data points that this channel belongs in the cooking category. This makes it easier for the system to find the right audience for the 11th video, compared to a channel that switches topics every time. There it is. That's the point we're trying to make. According to YouTube's own AI, a brand new channel needs time and repeated uploads to give the system enough information to identify its audience. So how can all those videos claiming, "I got monetized in 7 days," or "I got 7 million views on a brand new channel in 5 days," fit with that explanation? According to this logic, they shouldn't. So how did they do it? Did they fake everything? Probably not. You saw the videos. They provided receipts. So what do I think is really happening? Creator bias. Let's look at this logically. These are usually large creators, often specializing in YouTube advice. They could funnel traffic from their existing audience. But supposedly, this is just a random new channel they created or discovered while poking around YouTube. I don't entirely believe that, but fine. Let's accept it for the moment. The more obvious explanation is that they have experience. They know how to choose topics. They know how to write titles and descriptions. They know how to design thumbnails. They know what has a chance of attracting views. That absolutely gives them an advantage. But remember what YouTube's own AI told us. A completely new channel still doesn't have enough audience information to be fully understood by the system. So it still needs a test audience. And we've seen what those test audiences can look like. Tiny, inconsistent, sometimes completely mismatched. That leaves another possible explanation. Creator bias. YouTube already knows the creator. The new channel may be completely separate. It may not even be in the same niche. But YouTube can still connect a great deal of information to the person behind it. YouTube requires an email address. Many creators use the same account connected to their larger channel. YouTube may require a phone number and identity verification for expanded features. Creators give the platform a substantial amount of personal and account information, so YouTube may know exactly who owns that new channel, and that person may already operate another channel with a long, successful history on the platform. Now, YouTube doesn't use the phrase trust score. Its AI probably isn't going to like the term creator bias either, but I asked anyway. And YouTube's AI didn't disappoint. The discovery systems do not have a bias towards specific creators. The primary goal is to surface videos that individual viewers are most likely to watch and enjoy. That is a direct quote. But we've been down this road before. And that's over now. There's a song in there somewhere, but I think all we're getting is the dance. Without funneling traffic, paying for advertising, buying fake views, or simply photoshopping the evidence, what these creators are showing us seems difficult to reconcile with YouTube AI's explanation of how a brand new channel is supposed to grow. And in my opinion, that leaves one major possibility: creator bias. And creator bias is a one-way street. Look, these are only my opinions. They're based on years of trying to make it on YouTube and failing every single time. I've run experiments using AI to get as close as reasonably possible to successful videos without plagiarizing them. I've used similar title structures, similar descriptions, similar tags and hashtags. I won't lower myself to directly copying someone else's video, but I've come as close as possible without crossing that line. Similar topics, similar packaging, similar approaches, and still nothing. Barely any views. I've investigated almost every method you can think of for bringing traffic to a brand new channel. Nothing I've tried has come close to the results these videos claim to have achieved. The only thing I can't test is creator bias, because to test that, you would already need to be a major creator. And that is something I am definitely not. Let's face it, at the end of the day, YouTube is a business. A business's main goal is to make money. YouTube does that by keeping people on the platform. And what better way to protect that business than to keep a proven creator happy? So when a major creator launches a new channel, perhaps it receives a little nudge in the right direction. Sometimes, maybe a very large nudge. From YouTube's perspective, that may not seem like a big deal. Well, to everyone except the small creator whose hard work is competing for those same impressions. Again, these are just my opinions. What do I know? I'm simply a lowly YouTube creator at the bottom of the totem pole, trying to scratch my way upward. But you can bet that if I ever figure it out, I'll be the first to tell you exactly how to get 7 million views in 7 days. So subscribe. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll all make it.